lovely afternoon here. It's Thursday. Welcome to Nile Cruise, new episode here. I'm Yasmin Bakir and Ahmed Nader will be both joining you for the next hour and a half live on air. Good afternoon, Ahmed.
Hello, Yasmin, and good afternoon to you as well. We have lots of topics to be talking about today on Nile Cruise on this Thursday at the end of the week. What is our first topic?
We have a lot of topics, as you said. It's very compact. We're going to be talking about the latest events that are taking place here in Egypt across the week. We're going to be talking about the new rule for the protests which is in force, the demonstrations that were held during the past couple of days over that new law. As well, we're going to be talking about Egypt that is downgrading its diplomatic relations with Ankara after the criticism of Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the Turkish president, on Egypt, the ambassadors of Egypt that had left Turkey and vice versa. We're also going to be talking about the killing of a prominent Islamic leader in Sinai, who is supposed to be responsible for killing Egyptian soldiers. That is the main topic that we're going to be talking about today.
Yes, good news from Sinai. And of course, we'll be talking in the second topic about Al-TAD, which is the Association for Women's Total Advancement and Development, with Isra Saleh, who'll be talking to us more about this association and the situation of women in the new constitution and the country.
Absolutely. We are also going to be talking about another third topic, and that is e-learning and how it is very sufficient and efficient for students of all ages, whether they want to have or earn their BA degrees, their MA degrees, or even their PhD degrees. Now, of course, there are a lot of advantages for e-learning. It not only does it cost much less, but it's also easier because it has flexible timings, Ahmed, where students don't have to go and attend lectures, but they can earn it from their computers inside their homes, in their hometowns.
Yes, of course, we'll be going out to watch the events of the week in this report. But first, don't forget to follow us on Nile Cruise, on Nile TV, on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and YouTube. So stay tuned.
Driven by a passion for cinema and a growing need for variety in the Egyptian film market, Marianne Khouri, film director and producer and co-manager of Mr. International Films, launched the Panorama of the European Film, the 6th edition of which will run from the 27th of November to the 7th of December. The initial idea was to screen a number of selected European films in Cairo for 1 week every year, giving Egyptians the chance to watch a new kind of cinema that rarely finds its way to Egyptian movie theaters, since the majority of films distributed in Egypt are either local productions or Hollywood blockbusters. This year, the 6th edition of the Panorama of the European Film will be celebrating filmmaker Claire Denis, an icon of contemporary French cinema. In a dedicated retrospective, 2 of the author's most significant films will be screened: Beau Travail, her 1999 drama set in the desert of Djibouti, and The White Material, the film she directed 10 years later and based also in Africa. This time is an unnamed country from apart by civil war. Rising Egyptian star Mariam Saleh will perform a set of Sheikh Imam covers with an electro-rock twist on the stage of Falaki Theatre this Wednesday, the 27th of November, and Thursday, the 28th of November. Saleh has long been fascinated with Sheikh Imam, a revolutionary folk singer during the 1960s and 70s, whose music can still be heard in Tahrir during the protests. In 2012, Saleh released her debut album, Ana Mish Baghanni, I'm Not Singing, which mixed rock with folk Arabic lyrics. Saleh has also collaborated with Lebanese underground icon Ziad Hamdain to produce trip-hop covers of Sheikh Imam's music such as Nixon Baba. Scheduled to host a series of workshops intended to open dialogue with university students about what a sustainable Nile basin would look like, workshops will feature a screening of 60-minute documentary film on the Nile Project's most recent endeavor, the Nile Gathering, which took place in Aswan early 2013. Launched in 2011, the Nile Project is a long-term cultural project that aims to foster exchange between Nile basin countries through music and civil society initiatives. In January 2013, the first major project started with a 5-day gathering of civil society organizations to discuss Nile sustainability and environmental issues in Aswan. The gathering was followed by a 2-week musical residency, bringing more than 20 musicians from Nile basin countries together to create music that fuses and diverse styles of the Nile region. The next Nile gathering is scheduled to take part in Uganda in early 2014. The enchanting and imaginary world of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream is materialized through theatrical scenography and costuming. The advanced students of Studio Ibda' Center of Artistic Creativity, working under the supervision of scenographer and puppeteer Nagi Shaker and stylist Naima Agami, were charged with creating these theatricals for Egypt exhibition of A Midsummer Night's Dream to be hosted by the center. The costumes and scenography maquettes are displayed at the center premises, presenting works by these young creative professionals. The exhibition was inaugurated last week in the presence of Minister of Culture Mohammed Saber, Theatre and Studio Ibda' Director Khaled Galal, and Cultural Development Fund Director Mohammed Abu Saada. The opening was also attended by renowned Egyptian actors such as Sabreen, Ahmed Bidir, Ashraf Abdel Ghafour, and Ahmed Fatouh.
Welcome back. You're still watching Nile TV and fresh from the wrap-up of the week of the political, cultural and social developments which has happened in the report of the week or the wrap-up of the week. Of course, we'll be concentrating more on the political side of the Egyptian developments. Of course, as Yasmin said in the introduction about the protest law which was ratified by President Adli Mansour on Sunday, the downgrading of the ties between Egypt and Turkey, and of course the killing of a leader, an Islamic or an extremist leader in Sinai.
Yes.
But now we have another report.
Yes, we have another report, Ahmed, as you said, and because social media has become so important in our lives, people across the world, they would have the ability to record anything that they see as live events, or even if it's something that was aired anywhere across the region, they get to see it on YouTube, on Twitter, and share it on Facebook. Now, in this following report, we'll be checking out what was the most important highlight of these videos that were revolved across the use of the internet. Let's check it out.
In this edition of our weekly cruise along social media sites, we bring to you the most popular posts by Egyptians on Facebook and Twitter. Egyptian users mainly focused on hot issues that have taken place this week, especially the new demonstration law that have raised a lot of controversy. Egypt's president passed the law on Sunday. Illegal to hold demonstrations without the approval of the police and banning protests in places of worship. While some rights groups condemn the law as a blow to political freedom, others consider it necessary for the current situation Egypt lives. Some even went so far as to consider those opposing the law as a fifth column. Many users shared the status of Al-Masri Al-Yawm, which speaks of the opinion of Mukhtar Nouh, a former leader of Muslim Brotherhood, about the new demonstration